Good evening, P.S. DuPont. My name is Kaylin Davis. I'm a 7th grader here at P.S. DuPont. For those of you who were here last year, you know me as the comedy crew, and I'm here to talk to you guys a little bit about 7th grade. So 7th grade is very different from 6th grade in a lot of ways. First off, it's a lot more intense. People are exposed to a lot more things than they were last year. We have these health classes that are like, stay away from drugs, stay away from alcohol, don't smoke. And, a lot of people are thinking about, like dating, like, does he like me, does she like me? And it can be very confusing and crazy. And, all my friends are sitting here thinking, like, oh, when am I going to get my next boyfriend? And I'm sitting here thinking, whose great idea was it to mix numbers and math? You know what I'm saying? Say no to drugs. How about say no to algebra? Another thing about 7th grade is the social aspect is a lot more prominent, People are very catty in 7th grade. I remember this one lunch, I was just sitting there and I started watching, and I saw these people, like gossiping or backstabbing other people and, telling all these lies. It's really crazy. It's like Housewives of P.S. DuPont. And as I was sitting there, I was just like observing all these people acting so crazy. There was like literally all these lies and stuff, and I was just like, that's the last time I take my lunch in the teacher's lounge. In 7th grade, it's important to, make new friends, expand your social circle, get to know new people. I remember this one time, I really hit it off with this person in school, and, I was like, okay, I'm going to take some initiative and, try to hang out with them. So one day after school, I went over their house, and I was like, hey, do you want to hang out? Maybe we can watch some TV, play some video games. And they were all like, how'd you get my address? And I was like, hey, I'm just trying to hang out with you. I thought we were cool. Do you want to watch some TV? And they were like, you need to go right now. And I was just like, hey now, you don't need to be rude. I just want to hang out with you. And they were like, if you don't leave right now, I'm going to get really mad. I was like, fine, whatever. I don't need you. All I'm saying is that you didn't need to call the police, Mr. Bell. That was not cool.